Groin injuries are unfortunately very common in goalies. Is there a way we can prevent them from happening? Let's find out in this video. Every season, NHL goalies are sidelined with groin pulls and strains, and if NHLers with access to the best trainers, the time to dedicate fully to their game, and the money to buy the best treatments are still getting hurt, what chance do recreational goalies have when it comes to preventing injuries? Recreational goalies in both minor hockey and adult leagues deal with groin injuries all the time, and on our Goalie Strength Instagram page, we regularly get messages from goalies that are dealing with a groin strain. Can we completely avoid groin injuries? No. Sometimes they're just going to happen. Hockey is a dynamic, explosive game, and goalies get into strange positions all the time. Goalies often need to explode into a crazy save out of nowhere, and that is often when they get hurt. There are certain situations where you simply can't do anything to prevent the injury. But I believe that there are many ways that we can reduce the chances of getting a groin injury, and also ways to train our body to reduce the severity of a groin strain in the case that we do get one, and recover quickly from it as well. First of all, why do groin injuries happen? Sometimes it's a volume issue. If you're playing a lot of hockey, that can take a toll on your body and leave you more susceptible to injury. Especially if your mechanics fall off as you get tired, you might end up using more of your groin for a movement than you should, and that is where the injury happens. The solution for this is to monitor your body. If you're playing a lot, take it easier in practice. If you can, take a day off. Lighten up your off-ice training, eat lots of nutrient-dense food, and make sure to get a lot of sleep. Strength or lack of strength in the groin muscles also makes a big difference here. Muscles give out and get hurt when they can't handle a load. For example, you're much less likely to pull your groin if you're standing and you just lift your leg out to the side. There simply isn't enough load on the muscles to cause an injury. But if you put all your weight on the groin muscles as you stretch to the side in a save, that is where an injury can happen. The solution here is to progressively strengthen the groin muscles so that movements in a game make less of an impact. If your groin muscles are stronger, then they can handle more. Some of my favorite exercises for strengthening the groin muscles are Copenhagen planks, lateral squats, and back squats. Another possible reason that goalies are injuring their groin muscles is because the rest of their body isn't functioning properly. For example, if you have weak hamstrings or glute muscles that aren't doing their share of the work, your groin muscles are forced to handle more of the load than they are designed for. In an ideal world, and what the exercises I share should help with, your feet, calves, hamstrings, quads, and hip muscles are all engaged, strong, and doing their job. When they're not, too much of the load can fall on certain muscles that aren't prepared, and then they can get hurt. This is true for all of the body, not just the groin muscles. Make sure you are training all the muscles of your lower body. I truly believe that strong hamstrings, calves, groin muscles, feet, quads, and glutes that all work well together will greatly reduce the chance of lower body injuries. When a goalie gets a groin pull, the assumption is that they didn't warm up properly. And I don't know that this is true. I think warm-ups help, but I don't know for sure that a warm-up will make a big difference in preventing an injury. I always recommend a proper warm-up before games and practices just to be safe, so doing things like light aerobic work and mobility exercises. I think that helps, and worst case, it gets you primed for the game and it makes you feel good. I just can't say with 100% certainty that this will reduce injury risk. I just know that it makes most goalies feel good, and if it's part of a routine that you like to do and that gets you set for the game, then I would encourage you to keep doing that. So now that we know what causes groin injuries, what should we do to reduce the chances of getting one? First, I think you should strengthen your groin muscles with exercises like back squats, lateral lunges, split squats, and Copenhagen planks. Also, make sure to train your entire body because everything is connected. Strong hamstrings, for example, will help support the groin muscles and reduce the chance that they get overloaded. Manage your volume of exercise. Pay attention to how you feel and don't be afraid to take days off if you feel you need it. No corrective exercises will help you if you're hammering too much volume and load on a regular basis. Finally, remember that hockey is an unpredictable sport, and sometimes these kinds of injuries happen, no matter how hard you try to prevent them. If you get injured, don't get discouraged. Be patient with your rehab, train around the injury, and do what you can without increasing your pain, and keep your spirits up. Hopefully this video helps. The thinking on this stuff is always evolving, but progressively strengthening your body and ensuring everything is functioning well can only help to prevent groin injuries and keep you on the ice. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and check out our Instagram and TikTok pages. We have goalie training programs, both paid and free, that I think will really help your game.